Call the meeting to order in the Norwalk City School District Board of Education. This is a regular meeting, Tuesday, January 12th, 2021. Roll call, please.
Mr. Linder.
Here.
Mr. Moore.
Here.
Mr. Ritzenthaler.
Here.
Mrs. Challenger. Here. Mrs. Wick. Here.
Okay, everybody please stand for pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, section C, adoption of the agenda. We have a motion. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Wick. We have a second. Second. Thank you, Mr. Linder. Is there anyone need to take anything out? Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Wick. Yes. Mr. Linder.
Yes.
Mr. Moore.
Yes.
Mr. Ritzenthaler.
Either way.
Mrs. Challenger. Yes.
Okay, recognition, school board recognition.
Look, yes, it's School Board Recognition Month. Every January, we recognize our outstanding school board members, so we want to say thank you from all of us. We present you with these certificates of appreciation to everyone. And there's a proclamation from our governor in recognition for school board. The service provided by the members of Ohio City Village Local and Joint Vocational Boards of Education and Educational Service Center Governing Board is critical to ensuring high-quality public education for Ohio school children. Through partnerships with teachers, school administrators, staff, and parents, school board members provide vital leadership and support for schools, and we thank you for your service and the positive difference you make throughout our state. And from all of us, the administrators, the students, the staff, everybody, we all want to thank you because being a public school board member is not always easy. It's not always, you don't always receive the recognition and the thanks for doing this. And I just want to thank you for doing this because it's not always the easiest job, and this year's really showing more than anything, but you've all come through with flying colors. I'm so glad to have you here with the showing your support of public education because it's so important. I just want to say thank you from all of us.
Yeah, I had one question because with the pandemic, we didn't get the frame of it this year.
Oh, sorry.
They're cutting back.
I did cry.
Thank you.
Item number 3 is public input for the 2021-22 school calendar. Eliminate COVID, yeah, that's the first thing. Anyone? Okay. Item 4, public participation. Each person who wishes to address the board will be asked to give his or her name and address. Remarks should be limited to 3 minutes in length. If after everyone who wishes to do so has an opportunity to speak, then additional comments can be made up to a total allotted time of 30 minutes. Is there anyone that would like to speak tonight? Yes.
Sharon Linder, 291 Zenobia Road. I know that last month that they hired the nutrition group to come in. And as far as from the high school, I can already see a change. There's been good representation. They brought samples around. It's slow to start, but it sounds like the plan, I think it's going to be very good. It did not mention last month what we are charging, what we are being charged for the nutrition group. Do we have a cost on that?
Yes, we do. The way it works, ODE and the food service, because it's federal money, they set up the different ways we can do it, the options that we chose. We're doing it on a fixed fee. So what it is we will pay them for all of the supplies that they buy. So instead of us directly paying board and food service, they're ordering through theirs and they're getting more of a discount because they're in a bigger purchasing group. But everything is listed out so that we know exactly what we're going to be paying for. So we continue to pay for our items, our food, just like we always did. And then we pay our people just like usual. They're still our people. So that is the same way. We pay them for a food service director, and then we pay them a fixed fee, a fixed management fee, which I was have to go back and double check, but I'm thinking it was $10,000. And anything that they are able to bring in over and above what is paid out stays with the school food service. There isn't like if they raise more revenue, it goes to them. So it's a fixed management fee. So we're hoping that this will do good and we no longer have to transfer money over from the general fund into the food service.
Well,
So there were
from the high
different
school
ways of doing
aspect,
it.
I like what we're seeing.
Yeah, but that's good. I did hear good things about the grilled cheese sandwiches and the walking tacos, and so we've been hearing some good feedback too. But it is because we did have so much inventory.
Right.
It is, you know what I mean, a little bit slow to start because coming in the middle of the year like that made it a little bit more difficult than if it would have started fresh. So,
Thank you.
but yeah, we're getting there. So.
Anyone else? All right. Item 5, treasurer's reports.
Okay, so we have the minutes, December 8th of 2020. So we have the December financial reports. The big thing for December in the financials was the workman's comp refund that we received back. The state's been trying to push some of our money back as much as they can, and their Bureau of Workmen's Compensation is in a really good place. So they were able to do another, this one they called the $5 billion back dividend. And for us, that meant that the check that came from the Bureau of Workmen's Comp was for $200,812.78. And this was on top of, we've already received 3 checks prior to this from the Workmen's Comp. None of them, like, they're usually just a return of premium, so they're usually $50,000. So this was really nice to receive this one. They did take our premium for this year out of it, which was $50,469. So technically, the check was really for around $250,000, and then we had to pay our $50,000 premium. That was our big news for December. That was a good thing to get that in. It really helped with our cash flow. The other thing with December is our new school bus arrived. This was the first time that the state has provided any school bus money since 2009. They didn't completely fund the school bus. It all depended on your district state share. But we did receive around $52,000 for the school bus. It should be on the road. As soon as the state highway comes to those inspection and passes it will be out there on the road. So that's exciting too. Along with that, we had bus 10, which is the bus that is replacing to declare as obsolete and dispose of it. It's not able to be stickered, so we can't use it for any type of school activity. It's not really roadworthy enough for us to tell it to anybody, so they're going to, Cardinal Bus is going to come and take it and pay us for it. Then we have estimated revenue and appropriations. As I mentioned, this was some unexpected money coming in. So it's an increase to our 499 fund for the mental health transit. Our new family services coordinator liaison is going to be able to handle for the $15,912.71. And I think there were some guidelines to what the grant was used for.
We support student mental health needs and important for our support
Then we have donations. We did not have any donations, so we probably lost donations. And the Nora Public Library, they're a city school district library, so therefore our board has to appoint the trustees to the public library board, and they're asking to have Martha Shampoo be appointed to the board to sit on for quite a few years. For a new trustee term, which would end in December of 2020. And that's all I have for this one.
A motion to accept all items under the treasurer's report, except for 5, and then the donation would be 1 to 4 and number 6. Thank you, Mrs. Wood. Do I have a second? Sure. Thank you, Mr. Moore. Any discussion?
I do have a question on the buses, just because of where I used to work previously. Do they salvage anything from the bus?
Oh, yeah.
To keep and everything?
Yeah, take the tires off, take any good.
The windows, all that?
Yeah.
I was just wondering. Like,
for, the diesel reduction to replace the grant to replace the school bus, but it didn't have it because it wasn't roadworthy enough. It didn't have enough miles on it to be able to get the grant, but we did actually try to get grant for scrapping it, in which case they take like the whole ground and do something good, you know. Oh, yeah, they were, in fact, it did, but they didn't.
Anyone else? Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Wick?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Linder?
Yes.
Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes.
Mrs. Shalin? Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Personnel.
Under items for approval, the first one is resignation of Peggy Neat. That is not a typo. Through our internal auditing, we discovered that her resignation was channeled to the wrong path. And so it did not make it to our board agenda. So we're cleaning that up and fixing that issue by accepting the resignation for all of you. Employment of substitutes, being classified and certified substitutes. And that is all of the items under personnel. Wow, short as ever, I believe.
We have a motion to accept all items under personnel. Thank you, Mrs. Wick. Have a second? Salinger, do we have any discussion? Okay.
Mrs. Wick?
Yes.
Mrs. Shalin? Yes. Mr. Linder?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Superintendent's reports.
Under items for approval, we have the authorization to notify the two listed administrators with the expiration of their contracts at the end of the school year. To notify them they have the right to meet with the board to discuss their contract. That typically happens if there's a disagreement, recommendation committee. And number 2 to allow Sunday participation in state tournaments in case of inclement weather, or any condition. This just gives flexibility to Mr. Slaughter in case we need to move some things around with the weather or this year.
We have a motion to accept items 1 and 2 and 2 including COVID. Thank you, Mr. Moore, and we have a second. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Linder. Any discussion on this? Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Linder?
Yes.
Mrs. Shalin? Yes. Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes.
Mrs. Wick?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item B, Obi News.
I don't really have a whole lot. It's kind of like our short agenda. That's kind of our.
It is.
There isn't really any, I think I pretty much talked about everything last month.
Okay. Any legislative news?
We do have, there was new federal legislation that passed. It is going to have the ESSER 2 fund, which is part of, the first federal legislation that we received money through on the CARES Act made ESSER number 1, which was elementary, secondary school emergency relief. And now, instead of the CARES Act, it's basically the CRRSA Act, which is the Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriation, which gets us to ESSER 2. I don't have any numbers behind any of these yet. They haven't, it was past December 27th. They don't, but it does sound like it's going to be a good thing for schools as far as giving us some more flexibility and some more funding for a variety of things. Addressing learning loss, preparing schools for reopening and testing, preparing upgrading projects, improving air quality, along with all the other allowable uses of the first ESSER money, which basically was anything that you're able to use any of your other federal funds for. We've been using our first ESSER money. We were able to buy $200,000 worth of Chromebooks for our students so that they could work at home if they needed to. And then we're paying 5 teachers right now to do remote learning with our students out of the ESSER money. And then some of the other stuff we've used for the webcams and different things for the teachers. So that's what the first set of ESSER money went for. The second set, we'll probably have to use it for more of our teachers and the remote learning. And we still have a lot of PPE and cleaning equipment that we have covered with the CRF and coronavirus money that we state. but this is a good thing. I just would like to see some numbers behind it. We are able to carry this money over until September of 2023. So that's exciting to know. I would just like to see some numbers behind it. The good news is the bad news, which is the fair school funding formula did not manage to get passed at the state level before the end of the legislature session. Hoping it comes back. I can see it being reintroduced in the House. I'm a little worried about the Senate. The new Senate president has his own plan. So I'm a little worried about where things are going at the state level. The fair school funding plan was a bipartisan plan. It had a practitioners that had developed it, had a lot of support, looked at what it actually takes to educate students. So I'm a little concerned about what's happening at the state level. At least we get somebody coming at the federal level with the state level. So a little bit worried. That's all I have legislatively.
Our next item is executive session for the purpose of employment of public personnel. And there will be no business after this executive session. So I need a motion to go into executive session. Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Roll call, please.
Mr. Salinger? Yes. Mrs. Wade?
Yes.
Mr. Linder?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes.